Hey guys, who do we have online here? This is with Maxim. Hey, brother Brian, what's up, man? Who else do we have here? This is like an emergency live streaming here because of what's happening with Bitcoin. But Shiba, Shiba is just incredible. Shiba is running up while the entire market is down. I mean, this is like the energizer bunny of cryptocurrency here. So, hey, young Malachi, how are you doing, man? Dustin, Ming, Sebastian, hey guys, how are you doing? Vader, hello. Twix, good morning. Well, with Bitcoin is hey real Ryan, Bobby. Yeah, Shiba is still going strong. Here's the thing. I mean, if you Shiba, a couple days ago, I kind of like predicted that Shiba would hit about 0.62. It reached right past that this morning. Momentum is extremely strong. I mean, I don't really know what's going on, but look at the volume. I mean, it's incredible. It seems like everybody is piling on Shiba. Maybe that's one of the reasons why we're having some problem with Dogecoin right now. All of the attention is being put on Shiba right now. So Shiba is pretty much, I mean, exceeded my expectation. I was looking at like about 0.62, but momentum is really strong. It's ran as high as like 0.69. And right now here, I mean, I'm looking at a 1 minute chart. When you look at this 1 minute chart, and obviously, I mean, with the 1 minute, there's not a lot of data, so we pretty much like reading tea leaf right here. Shiba was forming this little like, I mean, just like an inverted head and shoulder here. And it's broke out, ran up to about 0.68. But here's the thing, it was not able to cross over this prior high at 0.69. All right, so that could be the first warning there. Shiba then retraced, retested this prior high, bounced right back up. So momentum is still very strong. Ran up, then again, once it hit to about 0.68, which is lower than this prior high here, it got rejected. So this is right at this point we have to kind of like monitor because if Shiba get reject and drop below this prior high here, which is right at around the neckline, no, right at about like this point here, then we have to be careful whether or not it may be like running out of steam. I mean, I hate to say that right now because the momentum is just too strong. So that is Shiba. Let's see, arts. I think there is a bigger picture to Shiba. I think Shiba is for the people by the people. Shiba Inu is taking over by the world. There's no doubt. I mean, all I can say is like, hey, I'm very impressed with Shiba. I mean, to be honest, I didn't expect it to even run up to about 0.62 because that is like the top based on my projection. I mean, I said that Shiba would likely end up within this range here, which is about 0.51 to 0.62 as part of this second wave. But I have to say that, I mean, Shiba's really make a fool out of me because I don't know. I mean, it's just like Look at the buy volume here. I mean, it's amazing that the volume is even like almost twice the volume back at around like earlier this year. So there's a lot of people continue to piling in, and that is what we're seeing right now. But at the same time, I mean, like I said before, it doesn't really matter how great of a project is. Nothing goes up forever. So just keep that in mind. It's great to see Shiba continue this like upward momentum. Right. So, hey, like I said before, don't be shy to take profit. Take a little bit profit because if history tells us, you will be able to buy Shiba at a lower price soon because nothing goes up forever. I mean, we've seen this here. But right now, Shiba is still looking very strong. So looking at the 1 minute chart, look at it. I mean, it is looking to retest this again. If Shiba cross over this, then there may be a chance that Shiba can even like cross over this all-time high. But a rejection at this point, then obviously have to be careful. Um, X Viking, funny thing, Shib market cap is soon touching Dogecoin's market cap. You are exactly right. I mean, Shiba market cap right now is what? Let's look at the look at Shiba market cap. 27 billion. Look at Doge. Doge market cap is 31 billion. Yeah, I mean, it was like 27 versus, it's very close. Very close. And Shiba continued to amaze me that it's there's still a lot of buying momentum. What's really crazy is here. I mean, when you look at today, Bitcoin is struggling right now. Bitcoin is in trouble, and yet Shiba. I mean, let me show you this chart here that compares. Yeah, this is what we're looking here. This is Bitcoin. I mean, when you look at Bitcoin for the past week, definitely the trend is like horrible. And yet, when we look at, let's go to Shiba. Let's see here. This one here is Shiba. So this is Shiba here. And let's go back to Bitcoin. What am I doing? Okay, that's fine. I mean, this is what we're looking at here. Bitcoin is going like this. Shiba is like completely opposite, and it is still going very strong. Ming, where's the super chat? I still have problem with YouTube right now until YouTube reapprove me my channel. There is no super chat. I mean, I cannot run ad nothing. It's really weird because like I don't know why YouTube thinks that I don't know. I told you guys that, but until YouTube approve my channel again, there is not much I can do. But anyway, I mean that's what it is. Look at Shiba right now versus Bitcoin. It's just unbelievable. And when you look at like every other crypto right now, I mean everything else is struggling. Seller is struggling. Everything, Cardano, Harmony One, everything is struggling except Shiba right now. So, all right, right now we're looking at this 1 minute chart for Shiba. And obviously, Shiba is running up, retesting this trend line again. If it can cross over this, then we're looking at another all-time high. Derek Studio, you're welcome, man. So let's hope that Shiba can continue this momentum. Then we could possibly see like the zero point 0.7 rather than the zero point 0.6 like what it is right now. But if a rejection at this point, and if the price drop below this prior high, which is around 0.65, then obviously that is something that we have to watch out because, like it or not, Shiba ran up a lot. Let's see here. And I mean, the boiling Japan is way, way overextended right now. But it's just like the volume is so strong. And when you have this sort of volume, you have this sort of spike up. And that is the problem we have with Dogecoin. There is absolutely very low volume for Dogecoin. And that's why when Bitcoin retraced, Doge drop because, I mean, if there's no buyers, then it's easy for the seller to push the price down. But there are also some encouraging sign about those coins as well. I mean, I will go over that in a little bit. But let's just go back to Shiba because right now Shiba is on the verge of, of testing this line here. It's tried twice. Look like it's going to try again. And a crossover here is, what can I say? To be honest, I have never seen anything that is like Shiba the past week. I mean, this thing is like the Energizer Bunny. It keep on going and going and going. Brother Ryan, do you think they will drop another zero? To be honest, with Shiba, whew, I don't know. Anything is possible. But one thing to keep in mind is this. The market cap is getting very high right now. And if we look at like Dogecoin, the minute Dogecoin ran up to about 75 cents, that's when the market cap got to about 70 billion. After that, Dogecoin has problem. And if you look at, and if you look, I mean, if you compare Dogecoin back around the May time frame with Shiba right now, the momentum is definitely the same. Shiba is what Dogecoin was back in May. The question is once Shiba market cap get above 30 billion, will Shiba be able to continue this sort of momentum or not? That is going to be a big question. So that is going to be a big question here. So look, I mean, look like there's still a lot of momentum. I don't know if you can see this or not, but look, see, that's a big spike up. Who is buying it? I mean, it's incredible. Look, see, it's about to test this. Look at this. Look like it's going to break through. There it is. Let's see if this momentum can continue. King Christopher, utility, I mean, yes, the same thing as Dogecoin. Remember, Dogecoin is people's currency, but then Dogecoin is having some problem right now. Can Shiba replace Doge? Hey, Steve, long time, man. See, Shiba is trying. I mean, let me draw this line here. I think this is the line. Wait a minute here, so that we can all look at this. Let me change it to a brighter color. All right. That is what we are looking at right now. Let's see if Shiba. can cross over that, stabilize over that, then there's a chance that it may run up to about zero point 0.7. But as you can see, this is a very strong resistance trend line. That's why there was this big burst, and now we're starting to see the seller is pushing it down. So let's see. See, right now, I mean, there is like this tough push here, back and forth between the sellers and the buyer. You see now the seller trying to push this down. But if the momentum is there, we're going to see it bounce right back up again. So here's the key. If Shiba can cross over this, stabilize over this, we're probably looking at about 0.75. If it retraces and drop below this point here, which is around 0.65, then we just have to be careful because that, well, look at that, see? My gosh, this is incredible in terms of momentum. Yeah, buying pressure is so strong, you're right. Look at this. It's going to retest this now. 0.6921. Right now it's 0.692. It's just a quick push. It'd be in the 0.7 range. Wow, yeah. 0.6928. So technically we have another all-time high there because it passed 0.6921. CoinGecko, yeah, I mean Doge is having some problem right now. I'm kind of like disappointed, but right now all the attention is being put on Shiba right now. What if Shib goes another 40% plus today? Well, it's going to be hard, but hopefully that is the case. There it is. 8.69. I mean, it's heading to 2.7. Very close to 0.7 here. We're starting to see some sort of like pushback right now. But phew. It's going to be really interesting to see if she can get to 0.7. Right now, I mean, it's right at the all-time high. Pass over it a little bit, but there's definitely some pushback, some profit taking here. Hmm. Oh, there's some pushback. Let's see if this line hold. If this now become the support, if it bounce back, then we have a chance. Morphin, I sold Cardano yesterday to buy Shib, thinking about selling at night and buying Cardano again. I love Cardano. For me right now is a great time to. I mean, I've been accumulating Cardano since yesterday, even before this retracement. Now it's just a great time to buy it. I can go over Cardano in a little bit. Right now, just for the next couple of minutes, just focus on Shiba. I really want to see if Shiba can get in the zero point 0.7 range. If it break down from this point, then let's see if it can bounce back. Dana, Elon just tweeted about Doge during this pump. It seems like Doge is, I mean, Elon tweeted, but it doesn't really do much for Doge right now. I don't know why. But at the same time, like I said earlier, I'm looking at the chart for Dogecoin. It's still looking okay, even considering there is this like big drop after the drop of Bitcoin. Because when you look at like, I mean, this is the daily chart here. You see this big dip after Bitcoin crash, those drop, but it bounced right back up. And now I like to see if those can close over this red line, which is the 10 days moving average. If it can do that, then the uptrend is still there. Because when you look at like this trend line here, briefly dropped below that, but bounced right back up. So technically, it is still in this uptrend, but hopefully those is going to do something. The only thing that I'm worried is again because the market cap is getting too high. It is a lot tougher to move. Wow, look at this. I mean, looks like this line here is providing the support now. It bounced right back up. There it is. Wow. I'm telling you, Shiba is incredible. I mean, we saw like how Doge moved up around the May time frame. I mean, this thing remind me of Dogecoin. X Viking. Yeah, looks like Shiba is going to overtake Dogecoin into the market cap very soon. If this thing can get to the zero point 0.7 range, then obviously it's going to be like, it's going to exceed Dogecoin in terms of market cap. All right, while we're waiting for Shiba to see if it can get to about the zero point 0.7 range, which is right at around this point here, up. Let's see if we can bounce here. Mauricio Vargas bought Shib for the first time. Okay. It's got rejected. Let's see if it can cross over this. This now becomes this resistance line right now. Look like it's going to try to cross over. There it is. It is trying. It is trying. Very strong, guys. Very strong. All right. Look at this. Yeah, it bounced right over. Let's see if it can continue this momentum. Let's just draw our, let's see here. Right here, I like to see if it get to about 0.7. This area is what we're looking for to see if we can do that. Right now, I think Shib is going up purely momentum. Fear of missing out. People are jumping in. Same thing as like we saw when those coins spike up. But the momentum is very, very strong. I mean, but anyway, let's take a quick break from Shiba. I just want to quickly go through like Bitcoin because I think many people ask me about Bitcoin. Everybody's kind of worried. Let me just quickly go over this. Yesterday, when I was looking at those Bitcoin, and I make a video and I upload it on my new channel because this is the problem with Bitcoin here. Let me clear most of this line, clear indicator. All right, clear drawing. Yesterday, when I was looking at this 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, and this has got me concerned. That's why I uploaded the video because this is very troubling. When you look at the pattern here, when Bitcoin run up, top out at this point, and then retrace, bounce up again, all-time high at about 67,000. Retrace, bounce up. So what you have here is this head and shoulder pattern. And yesterday, I said that the neckline is right at around the 60,000. If Bitcoin drop below that, then that confirms this pattern. And then we're looking at the potential for Bitcoin to retrace technically at low as about 52,000. Because when you look at the 52,000, let's see here, that would roughly be about a little over 50% retracement from the low before this thing spiked up. So that's what we are looking at Bitcoin right now. The key is somehow for Bitcoin to be able to trade over 60,000 and stabilize over that. I mean, if Bitcoin can do that, that's fine. But if Bitcoin closed today below 60,000 and trade lower the next day, then watch out. I mean, this could be the retracement because Bitcoin ran up a lot. But for me, this is a great opportunity to go in and start adding the altcoins that you like. One of my favorite right now is actually Cardano, because Cardano has been ignored for just a long time. Cardano did not run up during this spike up that we've seen with all of the altcoin. So normally when you have a good project that has been ignored, it will bounce, and I believe the next time when Cardano runs up, it will definitely cross over this all-time high. AKH, man, stop the FUD. What do you mean by FUD? What do you mean by this dude is ringing too much? I mean, back in May, when I talk about like Bitcoin's toast, and we had that, I am not saying that Bitcoin is going to drop down to 52,000, but technically that is what happened if we have this sort of like, if this sort of pattern continue. I mean, that's what it is. All right, but anyway, let's go back to like Shiba. No, you know me. I'm just being honest, guys. I am just like you guys. We're here to make money, but we have to be realistic. I mean, everything, including like Shiba, it runs up, but we cannot expect it to go like that. It will run up because you always have people who buy in and they're going to sell. And when they sell, you see that sort of retracement. It is healthy to have that. And then consolidate and run up again. I mean, you're not going to see something like this. Right. But I am betting big on Cardano right now because Cardano has been ignored. It did not follow the rest of the altcoins and run up over the past 2 weeks, especially when you look at like blockchain crypto. I mean, Solana ran up big, AVAX ran up big, Polkadot ran up big. The only exception is Cardano, and Cardano is still the same great project. Well, I mean, when you look at Cardano, it has been in consolidation. And again, I am looking at all this purely from what I see on the chart. Normally, when you see a typical retracement, look at this here. When it dropped to about this low and then it spiked up to $3.10. If you look at this retracement here, it retraced at exact 61.8%, which is at 1.8, then bounce up. So I do believe this is the low now. And when you look at this, it's been in consolidation for such a long time. So just based on what I see with this chart, I think Cardano is about, I mean, it's due for this major break. Same thing when you look at like earlier, when Cardano ran to 2.4, consolidate, and you see this huge dip before it bounce and break out. I mean, that's what I'm seeing right now. So Cardano and BitTorrent are two of my biggest target right now. Why I like BitTorrent? Volume is absolutely crazy. I've never seen anything like this. Look at the volume for like BitTorrent. All of a sudden, when you look at this compared to prior, look at this. Before this, there's almost no volume. And now BitTorrent is trading sideways, and you have this huge accumulation. That is telling me that money, I mean, serious money, they are accumulating BitTorrent right now. So just be patient. This guy is going to pop. I mean, I think the last one I talked about is like Win. You remember, like I did a video about Wing, actually Wink. Same thing. All of a sudden, I saw this huge volume on Wink. And then after that, I mean, the price just like spiked. Yeah, here it is, like Wink here. Yeah, right at this point, accumulation. Look at Wink, right at this point, big accumulation, and then we have this big pop in price. So, but anyway, let's go back. Wow. All right. So Shiba, Shiba get rejected at zero point 0.7. X Viking, let's say 8 as 5x. It won't do it before December, so why not make some money on other crypto while waiting? Listen, if you can make money off other crypto and if you know what crypto is going to run up, I am with you. Why not? I mean, the whole idea about this is making money. But the hardest question is like, which one that you know is going to spike up? And what happened while you put money on something else? All of a sudden, overnight, Cardano could run up by 20%. I mean, that's the thing we see with crypto. In about 2 or 3 hours, it spiked up. And then by the time, you realize that and try to jump back in, that's when it retraces. Last time we see something like that with like NKN, right? I mean, NKN, remember NKN? NKN spiked up big in a matter of like a day. I mean, it ran from like 35 cents to about 74 cents. Then it dropped, consolidate. I mean, it's going to run again. This is another good project. So for me right now, I am taking advantage of the drop in price. I am starting to accumulate this guy because I mean, they're going to run up. NKN at 38 cents right now is like you are able to get it at the price prior to this major spike up. So this is another good one. All right, let's look at Shiba again. All right, this is very important here that Shiba look like it's going to retest this again. Let's see if it can cross over and go to our 0.7 range. Polkadot, I love Polkadot. The nice thing I like about Polkadot is if you buy Polkadot on Voyager, you get 12%. I mean, they pay like 12% interest, while Polkadot continues to appreciate in value. I mean, it's a great project. The same thing with Cardano. Cardano, they're paying you 5%. What do I think about Cellular Network? Cellular Network is great. I mean, it will run and Seriously, when you look at this here, and if you follow or if you watch the video I did about seller, I keep on saying about the consolidation range. See this yellow box from 11.8 to about 17 cents. Within that range is good because it continued to consolidate. Today, even with this big drop, it touches 11.8 and then it bounces up. Cellular is a great project. We are just a little bit impatient. Why? Because we saw cellular spike up from about 2 penny all the way to 20 cents. And then it started to give up. I mean, it's retraced. Like I said before, nothing goes up forever. So you always have this. So right now it is still in consolidation within this range here. And if you watch the latest video that I uploaded, until seller cross over the 27 cents, then we would likely see the next bull run. But not until then, because it could run up to about 16 and a half and then retrade. I mean, it's still in this consolidation range here. Um, Dijon VeChain, okay. I mean, VeChain is, you guys know it by now. It's probably one of my, I love VeChain. I mean, this, why? Because this is a great project. I have to do an update for VeChain soon. But when we look at like VeChain here, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with VeChain. I mean, VeChain ran up, then it retraced, and then it after it started bouncing up, you can see every time when it retraced, it bounced right back up. I mean, it's following this upward channel. Today, I mean, with the big drop in Bitcoin, VeChain retraced, but it bounced right back up and stay within the support of the channel again. And if VeChain do something like this, up and down like this, then I mean, when you look at this, it's almost hit the prior high at 15 cents. So now it is beginning to build out another, I mean, potentially cup and handle here. This is ideal as long as the drop from this point to the high. I mean, as long as it doesn't, as long as the drop is not like more than 50%. So if we change stay at 11 and a half cents and above, then we are fine. I mean, it's just going through the process of possibly building out a handle. And then I believe Bitcoin will eventually bounce back up. That, and when that is the case, this could be, I mean, the breakout of this new cup and handle here. Rudy, Matt Wallace trying to pump Shiba. That's really funny. I thought he was the one who said that he would personally crush Shiba. I think maybe he put a curse on Shiba. That's why it's up so much. But anyway, so that is VeChain. VeChain is fine. I'm not worried about VeChain unless the price drop below 11 and a half cents. Let's look at Shiba again. All right. Andre Potra, hello, how are you? All right, so guys, this is what I'm thinking here. With Shiba, today could be the deciding day. So far, even those looking at the 1 minute chart, like I said before, 1 minute chart there's not a lot of data. But if we were to base on this, if Shiba can cross over this, then we could potentially look at the zero point 0.7 range. And if this trend continue, and if Shiba drop below this prior high, which is at 0.65, then just keep your eyes on it, because this could potentially be an indication that the zero point 0.7 could be the top for this run up. And likely, I mean, we may see some sort of retracement, consolidations before the third wave. So, I mean, let's see if Shiba can continue to push. I mean, Shiba has been bucking the trend because the market is down, Shiba is up. But what really concerned me is right at around the zero point 0.7 here. It tried a couple times, get rejected. So zero point 0.7 could be a very strong resistance. Adam K, congratulations, man. Hey, maybe you timed it perfectly, my friend, at 0.69. Wow. I think you probably timed it perfectly. I mean, like I said, Shiba is doing way, way beyond my expectation. I expect Shiba to get to about 0.62. Most, it already proved me wrong. I mean, by ran all the way to almost 7. So now, within the next like few hours, today could be the day that deciding whether or not the run up could continue, or we could potentially see some sort of retracement. You're welcome, Adam. Look, I mean, nothing feel better than be able to like sell at the exact top. I mean, just imagine right after you sell it, it's starting to retrace. Nothing feel better than that. The thing is, if you like it, you will be able to buy it back in at a lower price. Just be patient about it. So, I mean, when we look at this, there's still a lot of buying momentum. It continued to go up. The key now is if the sellers push it down again. See, still a lot of buying momentum. It's really amazing. I mean, when you look at this here, everything is down almost by like a double digit. And yet Shiba is just like keep on cranking up. X Viking, what if there's no top? Yes, there's always a top, my friend. There's always a top. Muhammad Asalan. What time is it in India now? I bet it's pretty late, isn't it? Like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. But if you are making money, I mean, this is just like gambling. When you gamble, you don't feel tired. Is those dead? I don't think those is dead. Uh, it's just being ignored right now. Just wait for after Halloween. Spooky. Bronzel, Shiba, Wyckoff. All I can say is, I mean, Shiba right now, I doubted that you can use any sort of like charting methodology to forecast Shiba. I mean, Shiba is something else. I try everything to forecast Shiba, man, you know? It's just like the momentum is just so strong. And one thing about momentum is it could be extremely strong like that, but it doesn't take that much for the momentum to reverse. So that's why it's really hard. I mean, let's say if Shiba top at point 0.7, at least the methodology that I use to forecast is close enough. Christian, long time. How are you doing, my man? Adam, what is my thoughts on Shiba for distant future? Break or not sure break? Say next year. All right. This is what I think. Again, everything I look at is a function of the market cap. I do believe that the minute Shiba cross over the 30 billion in terms of market cap, it is going to be a lot tougher to see Shiba spike up by 40 or 50% a day. So, I mean, we look at those. Think about this. Back in May, those is exactly the same like what Shiba is right now. The momentum was very strong. The hype, everything else. I know the developers are working on methods for large burns, but when you look at the amount of like potential tokens that could be in circulation, you look at like the trillion. That's a lot. So I'm being like very realistic here. And you can, I mean, we can revisit that, let's say later on this year, one Shiba cross over the 30 billion in terms of market cap. It's going to be a lot harder to have this sort of like 40% because a 40% run up on a 30 billion. I mean, you look at like all of a sudden 30 becomes what? Like 50, 60 billion. It's going to be very hard. So right now, I mean, the way I see Shiba is just like when those was at around like 10, 20 cents. After that, those popped to 75, and then it started slowing down. So I don't know. It's going to be hard. I mean, I've seen guys on YouTube forecasting like 1 cent, 10 cents. To be honest, I am a lot more conservative than that. I don't think that we would ever see Shiba trading at 10 cents. 1 cent would be really hard because you're looking at like trillion market cap. So all I can say is right now, Shiba is doing great. I mean, enjoy that, but sometimes we have to be realistic. X Viking, yes, inflation can potentially make it higher. Yeah, that's right. And I mean, a good example for us is Dogecoin. Dogecoin spike up, and then the market get really high. I mean, let's go to Dogecoin right now. If you look at Dogecoin, back around this time frame here, I mean, I remember I was live and everybody was telling me that, hey, Doge is going to run to $1 by the end of the year, $2, $5. But then the thing is like when you look at Doge at 75 billion market cap, 75 billion, it's tough. That's why we see this sort of retracement. Even right now, Doge is still at like 30 some billion. So it's going to be tough. X Vikings, I agree with you. Inflation is going to be crazy. But remember, Shiba is not the only game in town. There are so many other cryptos with even better utility than Shiba. So the money is going to be divided to all this guy. Andre, yeah, yeah, yeah. So you remember, right? But but all I can say is right now. I mean, Shiba is great. It's going up. You guys are making money. Everybody's making money. So hey, nothing better than that. And look at this here. It is trying to test this again. Let's see if it can cross over. I mean, this thing is like it is so strong. It's amazing. So I really believe that today could be the day that I mean either this thing is going to be right at around the zero point 0.7 range, or we could potentially see zero point 0.7 as a top for the second wave. And if zero point 0.7 is a top, then Adam, you should get like some sort of award. Ramiro Lopez. What if Jeff Bezos is pumping Shiba just to make Elon mad? I don't know. I mean, hey, uh, Jeff, he's so wealthy. I don't think he's going to waste his time doing this now. I think the best we can hope for is for Matt Wallace to continue to like say bad stuff about Shiba because Shiba tends to do well when he trusts Shiba. Wow, look at this. Shiba is trying to retest this again. Let's see if we can cross over that. Wow. Oh my God. Look at this. Elon is the richest man in the world right now, isn't it? He just like overtake Jeff last week, isn't it? Amer. Can he get rid of like a couple of zeros in the next year? Let's see here. Right now, the market cap is at about 27 billion, right? 27 billion. If it can get rid of one zero, meaning that it will add one zero to the market cap. So let's say right now there are four zero. If it get rid of one zero, then we have three zero. Then the market cap becomes 270 billion. Get rid of another zero so that it could be at like 0.006. That would be 2.7 trillion. Think about that. Wow, Elon is, wow, that guy. I think the minute SpaceX goes IPO, then Elon is going to be able to buy like China with the money he has. Wow, look like, I mean, I hate to say this guy, look like point 0.7 is a really, really tough nut to crack here. Point 0.7. That is what we're looking at there. I mean, let's clear all this guy. Uh, Man, but if I look at this, I mean, just quickly draw this. This is definitely like some sort of like an ascending triangle here. It may be able to cross over that. Ethereum, Ethereum is a very good project. The only thing is right now, given the fact that Ethereum follow Bitcoin, I would wait until Bitcoin stabilize over 60,000 before I get into like Ethereum. Because if Bitcoin continue to trade over, if Bitcoin continues to trade below the below 60,000, then we are still, having this sort of problem with the head and shoulder. And the retracement could be, hopefully it's not going to be the case, but to the 52, 53 range, if this play out, and if Bitcoin retraces by that much, Ethereum would be, I would say, at around the 3,500 range. But that is a good entry price. Like I said earlier, right now I look at Bitcoin retracing. It is a good opportunity to go in and accumulate some of the coins that you missed out during this run up. For me, NKN is definitely a good one to add to add more. Um, I like Koti, definitely Seller Network, BitTorrent, Cardano, the one that has not run much. Harmony One, I love Harmony One, but I am not adding it right now because it's already ran up so much. It ran to my target of like the 39 cents. So when you look at this, it could retrace to about, it could retrace back to about the 24, 25 cents before it consolidate and bounce up again. The same thing is like when we see Harmony One prior to this. Here, let's go back to Harmony. Yeah. Let's look at Harmony One here. Yeah, remember like the first time when Harmony One ran from 4 cents all the way to 22 cents. We see this big retracement there. And let's just see what sort of retracement we're looking at. It's about 61.8%. So now Harmony already hit the next target. So let's just see. Yeah, for Harmony One, I love it, but I'm just going to wait until it drop down to the 20s before I jump back in. Wow, Shiba, oh man. This thing is definitely heading 4.7 here. The momentum is just so strong. This is unreal, guys. I mean, Shiba runs up by like 10 times in the last month when it started this spike up. Yeah, 10 times. I remember it was like 506. Now it's 406. All right. We may see 0.7. My God, this is incredible. Man, up 45%. Christian Warrior, what do I think of FTN? I don't have any FTN, so I can't say anything about it. NKN, I love NKN. And now I think NKN at around 38 bucks. I mean, it's a bargain. So I am accumulating NKN right now. Seller, I love Seller. I mean, I just couldn't get enough of Seller Network. And freaking Doge. I think Doge is like very slow, but like I said earlier, I mean, there's certain thing about Doge that I like. It is still, let's see here. Yeah, look like it might even reclaim the 10 days moving average. If it does that, then it's a really good thing, meaning that it has really strong support. Yeah, it's very close to claim this to trade over this red line. You see, like those drop, bounce right back up, and then now it stayed above this upward trend line right now. So that's very very good now. If those can close today over this red line, then the trend is still uptrend. Shiba, no, Shiba is only up to about 0.6967. It hasn't hit zero point 0.7 yet. Solana is a great project. I mean, I did so many videos about Solana. His live show ended. What do you mean? I am still live right now. Can you guys hear me? Yes, I think Doge is really due for some sort of a spike up. It's just like I right now there's not enough volume. And that is the problem when you don't have volume. You don't have that sort of a spike up. When you look at those here, let's look at those on this 1 hour chart. When those spike up, let's say right around this time here, and after that, I mean, we just don't have the volume. And without volume, you don't have that momentum. Shiba is different. I mean, Shiba, the volume is so strong. When you look at like Shiba, see this? The same 1 hour chart, you see this sort of volume. That's why you see this vertical move. But without volume, you don't get it. And that is what that is the problem with those. But look, I mean, it seemed like zero point 0.7 is still really it is a tough resistance here. Let's just see if Shiba can cross over that. Let me do this. Let me look at the 15-minute chart. I mean, you see this like very clear running up. Now, I mean, you see this sort of consolidation right now. But this is definitely this, yeah, it's almost like a little flag here or ascending triangle. Hopefully it can break out. Um, yeah, very high probability that it may, but point 0.7 is going to be a tough nut to crack there. Now, with like Bitcoin is retracing a little bit, I think it's a, I mean, I hate to say this, but for me, I think it's great because now we can start to accumulate some of the really good coins. The price was very high, like, last week. I mean, Solana, well, look at Solana. I mean, Solana right now to me is still very high. Let me look at Solana here. Just a quick rule of thumb. I would accumulate Solana once it's dropped to about 170 or less. So I'm just going to be patient, very patient with Solana. Yeah, it ran up a lot. Look, guys, I mean, point 0.7 is rough. I mean, Shiba is trying, but it seems like the seller is also determined to keep it down. Christian, have I looked into Phantom? No, I haven't. By the way, does anybody here know anything about a project called Samurai Doge? Does anybody know anything about that project? No? I heard that project is going to be something like you're playing game or something like that. Very similar to like Axie Infinity. Okay. Ivan, thank you, sir. So Shiba right now is look like I mean, it's looking to test this point 0.7. So far, seller managed to kind of like keep a keep that line in check, but the buyer, I mean, there's still very strong buying support. Wolverino, I don't know anything about that. Adam, you're right. That's supposedly a game being developed using NFT. Correct. I bet they are looking at like Axie Infinity and they see how successful Axie is. By the way, I love Axie Infinity. Not many people is getting into that, but I got into this thing when it was real. It's around like $50, something like that. This thing has a lot more room to run up. BitTorrent. I talked about BitTorrent earlier. I Something really weird is going on with BitTorrent because all of a sudden the volume is just like tremendous. Look at the volume here compared to before. So definitely, this is an indication that big money is accumulating BitTorrent right now, while the price is still low. So I've been buying BitTorrent. I mean, this thing is going to spike up soon. That's what I think, based on the volume that I'm seeing here. I mean, this is really weird, but look at that. The volume that we're seeing right now is even more than when BitTorrent spiked up back around the earlier part of this year. See, look at it. Very strange. I mean, something very unusual is happening with BitTorrent. Steve, is it Telcoin? Yes, I can see Telcoin. I mean, I like Telcoin too. I have to do a video about it. Telcoin. Yeah, I mean this. Let's see here. This thing is some sort of like a triangle here. No, this is like a symmetric triangle. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when this thing break out, there's this. Let's see. Just a quick rule of thumb here. Yeah, you can. I mean, you're looking at it potentially go to about 5 cents here. TRB. What is that? Is that Tron? No, that's TRX. It's Tron. TRB. Interesting. I don't know much about this one, but I'll look at this. I mean, I hate to do this on the fly, okay? So if you don't mind, let me later on today, I'll try to take a look at this. And next time when we go live, I'll give you my opinion on this. Um, I love Polkadot. I think Polkadot is great. The reason I love Polkadot because I love cellular network. I mean, cellular is so tightly integrated to Polkadot. If you look at Polkadot here, this is the cup and handle here. This is the handle. Broke out. So the target should take it to about, I mean, technically, should take it to about 58. And it has been trending up very steadily on this upward channel here. Today, we have the big drop in Bitcoin. And obviously, when Bitcoin retraces, all of these guys follow. And that's why we see Polkadot is down by about 9%. But the minute Bitcoin stabilizes, Polkadot would continue this uptrend again. I mean, when you look at this chart, that's what it's been doing. Look at this here. Very straight. This is a great project. And you earn 12% interest if you buy it from VeChain. So Polkadot is a great project to keep. I mean, you definitely needs to have something like this, and some Cardano, some AVAX, some Solana as part of your portfolio, because these are blockchain. I mean, these guys are competing with Ethereum, Bitcoin, and they are like appreciating because they are an alternative to Ethereum. Holy crap, you're right. It's a big push through right now. Whoa. All right, it's entering our little box here, which is the 0.7. Oh man. Not much I can say about Shiba right now. This is absolutely crazy. Who is buying Shiba at this price right now? Wow. I bet Shiba just there are quite a few Shiba millionaires right now. Wow, look at this. Man, the momentum is so strong. Kotan. Wow, look at this. It's 0.73 now. I, Christian, you're right. A ton of you are missing out. Yeah, Shiba is spiking. Holy. Absolutely crazy. Look at that. Wow. Man, the momentum. It could go to zero point 0.8. Wow. I mean, here, let's just see, because it was building this little. Let's just see if we can kind of like guesstimate see how accurate this could be. All right. All right. This could be the target right now. 0.76. So let's just take this out. Take this out. Take this out. I mean, that's what it could go up to, about 0.777, yeah, to about right there. So that's what we're looking at there. Wow, the momentum is very strong. It's almost seems like they're selling everything and just like pour everything into Shiba. My God, up 50%. Wow, 51%. We could get to about like, well, the target is like 0.77 now. Let's see if it's gonna get to that. Wow, definitely talking about like fear of missing out. Momentum is just absolutely crazy. Gonna overtake Bitcoin. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far yet. Morphin went to wash dishes and came back to new all time high. That's right. Go and clean. Do something. Come back. Shiba would be like at it would drop another zero. It's at 0.74 now. Yeah, I mean I agree with you, Adam. Right now, it's up too much. But hey, this is the Energizer Bunny, man. Wow, it's keep on going. I mean, look at this buy volume. I am really surprised. Amazing. This is people's crypto. I thought Dogecoin was people's crypto. Man, this thing is running up while Bitcoin Bitcoin is down big right now. That's amazing. Everything else is down like double digits, and yet Shiba is up huge. It's almost there. It's 0.74. Just a little bit more, then it should hit this. Hmm. Adam wonder if someone popular tweeted something about Shiba recently today. I'm not aware of that. Does anybody know? I think Shiba right now it's just a matter of like momentum. The same thing as like we've seen with Doge back around May. Just like friends talk to friends and talk to friends, and everybody is like this frenzy, and then people are just jumping in. Yes, I mean, Rudy, you're right. Look at the volume, it's incredible. Wow, it's still going. Well, may as well run like 100% today. 0.74. Rudy, I'm glad, man. I'm glad you make money. The momentum is unbelievable. Wow. This is this is crazy. I mean, I have never seen anything like this. Wow. Look at it. It's gonna hit my target soon there. 0.77. There it is. 0.77. Wow. Unreal. Wow. Way shiny. Hello. Wow, look at this. Absolutely amazing. Man, and Bitcoin is down over 3%. Definitely hard to figure out. Shiba is the anti-Bitcoin here. Wow. It's heading to point 0.8. All I can say is, I mean, seriously, guys, this is absolutely unreal. I have not seen anything with such a momentum like Shiba. Yes, it's at 0.79. This is what I have trading view. Wow, look at this. Yeah, 0.79 right now. But look at the volume, it's incredible. Tiffy, yes, looks like you're right. We're gonna be heading up to like point 0.8 very soon. Wow. Well, right now we're over point 0.8. Do you know why is Shiba going up? To be honest, I mean, this is like, I have no idea why Shiba is spiking up so much right now. It is at 0.84. Holy. Wow. The volume is just incredible. This is absolutely crazy. Hmm. Still going. That was a big push, isn't it? Arts technicals won't work on Shiba. Nothing is going to work on Shiba right now. This is just pure momentum, man. Wow, look at that. Look at that. It's still moving. Brian McMillian, the high but ship goes, the low ADA goes. I just saw some SIP. That's to invest in ADA while it is that. That could be a good move there. Yeah, I mean, I do believe that right now is the best time to buy ADA. Less than $2, that's a winner there. Man, looks like it's still wanting to goes up more. Looks like it may be building that little flag there. Art's the way it is, man. As long as Shiba continue goes up and those continue to have problem, you're right. Look at this. It's just like build that flag there. It's gonna pop right over that. Yeah, look at. I mean, it's going to point 0.9 here. Jeez. ADA is just in consolidation, man. It ran up from $1 to 3.20. So it's just like anything else. After a big spike up, you're gonna have that sort of consolidation. Do I think Shiba is gonna hit 301? Oh, I don't know, man. It's really hard to figure Shiba out right now. Wow, look at that. It's going to point 0.9. Broke out that little flag and then just continue to move. Wow. I mean, look at the volume. Oh, crazy. Some just joining. Sorry if this has been asked. Any idea why ship is on fire? Yeah, we talk about that. To be honest, I have no idea why. This could probably just be part of like the second wave. It's like pure momentum right now. Let's see if it's gonna build another like little bull flag and then wow, let's see here. Shiba is up 60-70% already. Wow, 78%. Bitcoin is down 3% and Shiba is up like 78%. How can you figure that out? Someone said that because of the Turkey exchange thing. Um, hmm, there's some profit taking right now. What happened? How come it's not moving? Is this thing crashed now? Let's see if we let's see if it can stabilize at point 0.8. If it can hold like the point 0.8 and stabilize over that, then that is a good sign. Bitcoin is down over 3% now. Ramiro, I told you it was, yeah, you spot on, man. I'm impressed. It's really good. You're exactly right. Exactly right. Colton, just read something on smart money and Doge. Could that be the reason for the pump? What do you mean by that? I haven't read that, so I don't know. There's this red candle here. What's going on? Ex Viking told you to short. Wow. One of the things is you definitely don't want to short anything with a very strong momentum like that. If you're wrong, you could get killed. AIM or Coinbase stopped functioning. Maybe that's why. Man, it sounds like around May when Dogecoin was running up, and then all the exchanges had problem. Remember? Momentum is still very strong. Yeah. Wow, look at that. Let me see here. No, Vajajo is working. My Vajajo is working. Yep, I agree with your arts. Never short in an uptrend. The bull will run you over. Wow. I mean, hmm. Let's see if it can reclaim point 0.8. Now with Shiba spiking up so much, very soon we're going to see a whole bunch of like Shiba clones coins coming out. It's going to have like baby Shiba, daddy Shiba. So I heard like Upshot is back, right? Is he going to be pitching another coin soon? Once it kicks another zero, that's when I start sweating bullets. I think Solana will, but right now with Bitcoin is trading down, Solana likely would follow Bitcoin. So I do expect to see Solana retrace a little bit more than what it is right now. What do you mean by Elon predicted $1.20 by the end of October? I don't think Elon ever say that though, does he? Arts be good to have a holding position and a trading position when consolidations occur. That's why I use the 50-50 strategy. Oh yes, Cardano. I mean, I've been loading up on Cardano because Cardano has not been able to goes up the past couple of weeks while the rest of the altcoins were up big. So Cardano is due. I mean, it's a good project. Blizzard, you're exactly right. I mean, Bitcoin is now big, and Shiba is just Ariane Shib is about to overtake Doge on market cap. You're 100% right. Morphin, did you watch that Altcoin daily video with Simmons? No. Who's that? Is it like another? He's like a crypto guy on YouTube or something like that? All right. 50-50. This is I mean in a nutshell, this is what it is. Um, okay, so let's say I'm holding like 100 Shiba right at this point. Now the run up, and I predict that Shiba would be run up to a max of 0.62 as part of like the second wave. So the minute Shiba is somewhere around this area, I would take 50% off. And the other 50, I just leave it there to ride. And then I would wait for the price retrace. Once the price retrace below what I pay for, I mean what I saw it, and once it hit my bottom as part of the retracement, because like it or not, I mean Shiba runs up a lot right now, but it will retrace. And when it hit the bottom of this retracement, that's when I buy, I mean I go back in. That's what it is. Well, look like we may see some retracement here. Looking very, let's look at the 5 minute chart. Yeah, we're starting to see a very stiff downward trend line here. I mean, drop versus before. Before more of a run up and then consolidate and then break out. I mean, now you see a much stiffer drop right now. Mommy reads, yeah, I mean, if it doesn't retrace, then everybody should be happy, right? But it's really hard. I mean, in real life, for anything to continue to go up, because beside you have like apes or hodler, you also have like traders, and traders they take profit the minute the price goes up, and when they make money, they will trade. So that's what it is. Yes, definitely in this oversold territory right now. It's just like the momentum is so strong. I mean, look at the volume. When the momentum is strong, it doesn't really matter. That's why the volume is so critical. When you look at the chart, Momi reads, you are correct, but the problem is, here's the thing. Right now, I mean, Shiba is doing great, but I hate to say this, but it will retrace. You never know. Let's say a week or two from now, you may see Shiba at around this point again. We've seen that with Doge, right? So just keep that in mind. I mean, we've seen this with Dogecoin. When Dogecoin was like spiking to 75, tell me what is the difference between Shiba and Dogecoin right back in May? You remember when Dogecoin was spiking up like that? Nobody thought that it would go down, but it will. Momi reads, it went up to like 0.88, which is practically hit point 0.9. Shiba is still very strong. I mean, looked like it kind of like found support here. But let's see if it can continue this or not. Let me look at Shiba again. Right now it's about 2.61 times the extension. Hmm. It is going to be tough for it to continue this pace. And obviously, like I said, with Shiba right now, it's going to be really tough to look at like the technical because the momentum is really strong, but Shiba is definitely way overextended right now. The extension is even above 2.16, 2.61%, 2.61 time. But we'll see. Never know. I mean, Shiba may drop another zero later on today, but it's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough. Let's just see if this whole buy, Andrea. Normally, okay, to answer your question, Mommy Reed, normally the way we look at this is this here. Assuming that this is the top, which is right at about near point 0.9, then Shiba started this second wave from this low right at this point here to this high. Assuming this is the top here and it started to retrace. The normal retracement we look at is roughly about anywhere from as low as like 38.2% to as high as 78.6. So minimal, you look at that, there's a potential for this thing to go down to about 0.63. If it dropped below that, then at 50%, you look at about 0.56. At 61.8%, you look at about 0.48. And then worst case scenario at 0.76, which is you look at about 0.37. that is like based on quote unquote the way to look at that. But hey, and and the reason we are doing that because really it's all based on history. I mean the same thing like when you look at Shiba here, it spiked up from this low to this high. And if you look at the retracement, it dropped all the way to this point, which is like about 78.6%. That's the retracement. Same thing if you look at Doge or any other coin, when it retraces, I mean, it could retrace anywhere from like about 38.2 all the way to the worst case is 78.6%. Sorry. I mean, I was just trying to answer mommy reads there. But hopefully, Shiba will go to like that, to the moon. But like I said, like I am just being very realistic here. Nothing goes up forever. So just keep that in mind. Take a little bit profit, 5%, 10%, or whatever it is. So at least you feel like, hey man, your investment is doing great. So in the event when we have this retracement, I mean, you don't get into the same kind of like situation with Doge. A lot of people didn't sell Doge at 75 cents. And now they are looking at Doge as about like 20 some cents and it's hardly moved. Well, Mommy Reach, I am just telling you what I see on the chart. And just like I said before, if I am 60% correct, then I'm happy with that. But look like Shiba is, let's see here. Yeah, Shiba still has, here's the key. I mean, over the next like couple hour, if volume slowly like slowing down, then obviously, at that point we have to be worried about because once the volume kind of like tapering off, that's when you start to see that sort of retracement. Bitcoin is bouncing back up right now, so that's a good thing. I don't know if anybody here have like engine coin, but that one is doing really well. Engine, it's been spiking up a lot. All right, I am looking for Shiba to hold this line. A breakdown from this line. Um, Hopefully we're gonna see like volume pick up again. Well, by the way, Voyager is down. Oh, it just back up now. See, this is really weird. I mean, just when like Shiba is going up, the same things like when those was going up back around May, all of a sudden all the exchanges kind of like crash. I mean, these guys should be prepared for this sort of thing. Especially nowadays, I mean, they can easily create those virtual servers up like an Amazon cloud or something like that. So there's no reason for the site to be down. Yeah, the exchanges are down. So who is selling? I mean, that is my question, right? If you cannot get on most of the exchanges, if you cannot buy, so who is selling right now? That doesn't sound right, does it? Who is selling if you cannot log on to those exchanges? Investors. Okay, so I am an investor. You are an investor. If you cannot get on any of the exchanges because they are down, then how can you sell? Right? All right, guys. Because all the exchanges are down, we may not have the buying support. That's why we're seeing this sort of like a big drop here. This is really sucks, man. You see that? I cannot get on like Voyager, and you guys cannot get on Coinbase. So right now there's no buying support. And when there's no buying support, then yeah, I mean that's why the price is like I mean even with big time investors, Morphin, if all the exchanges are down, how can they sell? And when you don't have like buying support, that's why I mean we see this. Maybe you can lock on right now. No, Voyager is still down. Oh, Voyager is up. Yeah, Voyager is up right now, so see what I don't like is like when you see this sort of like a big drop, then you start having people getting nervous. So now, I mean, some may want to kind of like sell to lock in their profit, and that's why sometimes we see this sort of like I mean, a spiral kind of. Still up 57%. Yeah, now I can log on to Voyager. So it looks like there's some buying support right now. Yeah, I mean we're starting to see some more volume right now, so that's good. It has to be able to cross over this. If it dropped below this, then we're looking at it retesting this here. What I don't like is the momentum was going very strong. And then all the exchanges like stopped working. Then the price dropped. What happened is when people look at the price drop, they get a little bit nervous. Some starting to lock in profit. And that's why you see this sort of like domino kind of a drop here. And I hate that. I mean, look at this. It's if it break down at 0.7, then we could see more retracement. There it is. It's going to be retesting 0.7 here. Hopefully we can see some sort of like support. Yeah, I mean, that's what I hate, because like momentum was great. Then all of a sudden it's almost like a setup. All the exchanges stop working. Think about this guy. Back around January and May timeframe, they had the same sort of problem. Why didn't they try to fix that? How easy it is to fix it, really. Now most of these servers are virtual servers on the cloud. I mean, they can easily increase capacity when they have more demand. But they still have this problem. See, now we need to keep this like 0.7 as a support, because they break down below that, then 0.7 is going to be a very strong resistance. Because if we look at 0.7, I mean, it took Shiba how many try? 1, 2, 3, 4 try to cross over. So it has to hold 0.7. If it doesn't, then you're looking at it going back to about 0.6, below 0.6. So let's see if Shiba can hold 0.7. Right now it is trying there. Yeah, so far we see some support. Hopefully it's gonna hold. So now let's see if we can retest this line here. Looks like it's trying to hold this point 0.7 here. Hopefully the exchanges are not going to shut us down again. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna retest this. Let's see if it can cross over this. Morphin. That's so funny. You probably run out of like dirty dishes. Now just wash the clean one. Man, Shiba has like 10 lives, not 9 lives. It keep on cranking. Crazy. Come on, cross over that. Which coins will pump hard in November? I'm gonna take a guess. BitTorrent. And BitTorrent just because I seen crazy volume. And normally when you have like crazy volume, something is definitely gonna happen. Something is definitely gonna happen. Twix, Inu, Shiba is already pumping in November in October here. It's I mean after a big run, it has to take a nap. Colon, yes, colon. You're right. I hope those is gonna pump in November. But yeah, hopefully that's the case. But I'm betting on BitTorrent. Something about this crazy volume. I mean, this is very unusual for BitTorrent here. I mean, when you look at the volume, especially looking at like the 4 hour. I mean, this is crazy. This is definitely heavy accumulation right now. And the minute these guys get what they want, I mean, they're gonna pump the price up. Come on, guys, gotta cross over this. If Shiba can have this line here as a new base, then that is also very good. Conland, it takes time. Like I gave you an example with like Wink. When you look at Wink, the same thing. All of a sudden, I saw this huge volume accumulation rate around this point here. Huge volume. And after that, this major spike. So it takes time. I mean, once they finish with accumulation, let's look at the daily chart. I mean, I just want to see how sharp the chart is right now for Shiba. Normally, the trading session ends at around like 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If Shiba can hold this gain, then there's more potential for the run to continue. But if Shiba close right at around this point, or around like 0.63, which is we see this very long legged candle like this, then this could potentially be the top here. That's just my wild guess. So that's, to me, that's going to be the key for me. So hopefully Shiba can trade over, I mean maintain, at least trade over this like 0.7. So if this can be like the base, then it can build momentum and bounce. A breakdown here and close, let's say at around 0.64, then we would have that sort of like a long-legged candle, which is showing that the momentum is slowing down. If you see something like this, a candle like this, then this could potentially be the top for the second wave. Let's see if it can push up again. Personally, I would be very happy if Shib can close over this line here. So a close at like 0.7 or above is great. Close below that, then I would be worried. So there's another like what is it, like 5 p.m. is another 3.5 hours, 4.5 hours. Ex Viking, EU is going to sleep. We won't pump anymore. So unless you Americans are crazy and pump more, go ahead. Well, we're pumping it right now. It's going up. The momentum is still very strong. Yeah, I like it because it bounced up zero point 0.7 here. I mean, this is really strong support now. That's why I was afraid. A breakout, I mean, a breakdown, it could be problem. Bitcoin is still having a lot of problem today. The big advantage I think that Shiba has over Doge is Shiba has a real development team, while Doge doesn't. I mean, Doge has some volunteer guys doing the development, and that's why everything is so slow. we talk about like what is it like the part of the planned release is to reduce the transaction fee by 100 times. I mean, that is like taking forever. Well, I mean, so far it kind of like took out these two resistance here, so that's a good. Now it's going to try to see if it can cross over this line. Ramiro, I thought you were like washing dishes too. Paper plates, you're right. Man, Shiba, unreal. Arts, I'm looking for that big green candle, man. Where is your big green candle? We need that in order to cross over this here. Mostaza, I love BitTorrent. Well, Bitcoin is also dropping as well. I mean, Bitcoin is uh, Bitcoin is having a lot of problem right now. Let's look at Bitcoin. I mean, obviously, if we look at like the 4 hour chart, I mean, it's already broke down from this head and shoulder here. Let's look at like this on a, you said like 15 minutes, right? Let's see if we can see anything. Wow, 15-minute chart does not look good. You see here all this little inverted flag that it is building. Look at this here. Inverted flag. Pow, drop. I mean, pretty much target is that. Now it's building another inverted flag here. If this thing doesn't cross to the upside, you have another situation like this. So Bitcoin does not look good. Hopefully, if it can hold support at this line and then bounce up, then it's okay. Otherwise, we're looking at like about 57,000 here. Yeah, I mean, look, if you look at this, all this inverted flag that it's building, and that is like completely opposite of Shiba. If we look at Shiba, it's been building this like bull flags. Yeah, Shiba here. Shiba is different. See this? That's it. You know, it's Shiba is different. So Bitcoin is in trouble here. I mean, if it doesn't hold support, yeah, right now, if it doesn't hold this line, then there's a big risk it's going to drop. Adam, I use Voyager. Wow, I mean, Bitcoin is, no, Shiba is still holding very strong. See, this is with this would be ideal here. If this thing kind of like go down a little bit to about here and bounce, then we would have this sort of like a inverted head and shoulder here. Then you're looking at this guy potentially retest this point 0.9. But if we break down here, then well, it's different. Nah, this guy is like strong. Yeah, Bitcoin is it's continued to trend down. Right now it's almost like, yeah, it's dropping now, guys. This is Bitcoin. If it doesn't hold this line, then I mean tonight it could be brutal. And Shiba is still very strong. Maybe people are dumping everything and throwing it into Shiba right now. Shiba is going to be the only crypto left after tonight. Morphin is probably like washing dishes. That's why Shiba is bouncing up here. The minute he stopped washing dishes and watch it, this live stream with us, then Shiba would retrace. You cleaning room, right? I mean, you're so funny, man. I agree with you, Tony. We have to do that. Just get morphin to clean dishes. That's why, like Shiba can run to about $1. Morphin, whatever that you are doing, I mean, it seemed to be working. It's trending up. So you don't have any like dirty dishes. Your room is clean. Now I think you need to go to the bathroom and clean the toilet bowl. If you do that, this thing will definitely cross over point nine. All right. I mean, here's the key here. See if we can cross over this line. Morphin, even if it means like Shiba runs to $1, you still won't clean your toilet? I agree with you, Tony. I mean, Ethereum is getting too expensive right now, especially with the gas fee. And I think that could be one of the reasons why you see some of the newer blockchains like Solana, Polkadot, AVAX, those guys are like going up in value right now. Look at that. Look at that. It's continues to go up. Morphin, I think you definitely have to go and start to clean that toilet bowl right now, man, so that we can see Shiba drop another zero. All right. Morphin. If she hit a penny, I'll eat out of my toilet. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I mean, so Morphin is definitely going to clean his toilet. All right. Good night, ex-Viking, man. You see, ex-Viking, we American here, we are crazy, dude. That's why we are continue to push the price up, man. Casey. Hey, that congratulations, Casey. Yeah, Morphin is definitely cleaning his toilet right now. Wow, look at that. Oh, wow. Shiba is extremely strong, guys. Morphin is the hero. Come on, hold that line. Hmm. Yes, I've been live for 3 hours. Yes, crazy. But I'm gonna take off soon though. I gotta go and get a shower, man. I smell like Morphin's toilet bowl. Casey, I am afraid that's what it is. I think the problem with Doge is the market cap just getting too high. And then now with all the attention is on Shiba right now. So Doge is one of those like ugly twin sister now. I mean, that's the problem. But hopefully Doge will have its day soon. Morphin is not scrubbing the toilet bowl correctly. I think, well, no, Morphin, you did a good job. You see, like Shiba is running up. Now I think you have to figure out what else to clean, you know? The Doge will rise again. Poor Morphin. First, he cleaned all of his like dishes, then room, then the toilet bowl. I think you have to do it without the gloves. No, you're doing great, Morphin. I mean, we appreciate all of your effort because, yeah, I mean, we see this bounce up now. Man, Shiba is up 67%, guys. Morphin, if you do your laundry by hands rather than like by the machine, then Shiba will definitely drop another couple of zeros. But anyway, guys, I have to run. I have to go and take a shower. I've been up working since early this morning, and now I smell really bad like Morphin's toilet. But Shiba is doing really well. I am impressed with Shiba, guys. Very, very strong. So I think I'm gonna log off and see you next time, guys. Later, guys.